Have you ever wondered what happens when the boundless realms of D&D meet cutting edge of AI? Let's find out together and delve into a dungeon full of possibilities. Welcome to my channel, where I combine my passion for D&D with my curiosity for AI prompting. Recently I had a lot of fun and interesting experiences when I used AI to generate ideas for a new D&D campaign. On this channel and in this video, I want to share some of this experience with you and see what we can get. To start with, I prepared already a prompt and I want to briefly explain what it's doing. First, I tell the AI what it's supposed to do. I want it to generate ideas, optimize the wording, and help me summarize it to players. Then I provide the context of what I want. In this example, I want to generate ideas for a short adventure, a single gaming session, 4 players, should take place in Waterdeep, should contain some sort of a heist, and I want the adventure to have some whimsical touch, and the possibility to ride a giant butterfly. Why not? Then I tell the AI how the output is supposed to look like. In this case, I want 5 ideas, each in 150 words, a description how the characters are approached, a summary of the plot, and of course, how to incorporate the giant butterfly. To keep it short, I generated that before the video, and I don't want to read all of that. I will share the entire conversation in the video description. In this video, I focus just on the first idea. It is about Pipkin Sweetfood, a halfling baker, whose legendary laughing moon pies have been stolen. He suspects that the rival baker, who operates a peculiar airborne bakery powered by giant butterflies, stole the recipe and the pies. The players must infiltrate whimsical skydocks, navigating through floating platforms with pastry-obsessed guards. The heist involves recovering the pie and the recipe. The twist is that the bakery is constantly shifting and rearranging itself mid-air. To reach a central vault, the players might need to befriend and ride one of the giant butterflies, maybe by offering it some of the delicious treats. I found this idea really interesting and I think it has a lot of potential to expand on. So maybe we can start by, why does Pipkin even have this laughing moon pies? What is special about them, and why would a rival steal them? This just to get a bit more of a feeling of what this adventure is supposed to be. So what do we get? Pipkin is more than a baker. Yeah, maybe. He's an alchemist with a knack for infusing his creation with subtle magic. Yeah, I probably wouldn't come up with that on my own, at least not so quickly. The laughing moon pies are his signature dish. There's a legend that this recipe was gifted to an ancestor by whimsical moon sprite who found the laughter infectious. Yeah, we can include that maybe later. Giggleberries, that's interesting. And they only ripen under the light of the full moon, and a secret ingredient that reacts to the joy and the mirth. What's special about them? Yeah, they lift the mood. They are social lubricant, mildly addictive in a good way, of course. The giggleberries has a rare ingredient, and the subtle magical aura. I think this is a lot of information that we could already use to set a really cool environment and generate something which the players probably haven't seen so far. What about the motivation of Fizwick? Of course he's jealous and he has a desire for the secret recipe. Yeah, like if these pies are addictive, people buy it, so it's probably good if you have this recipe. I can see some monetary reasons why Fizwick would want them. Industrial espionage, maybe not in this adventure. Just a rivalry. Actually, yeah, why not? It's just a halfling and a gnome. They can't stand each other. I think that's actually good. So let's go with that. Let's go with the pity rivalry. What else? I just write down what I want. I will formulate a better prompt afterwards. So I also like the giggleberries and the subtle magical aura. About as the special thing about the pie. For Fizwick, yeah, that's already good. And how could the characters even approach the airborne bakery? I don't want them to use giant butterflies in the beginning. That should be a surprise during the adventure. So let's see, how could characters get to that? Yeah, maybe it lands at some point. That could actually be an interesting idea. Like maybe a special place where they need to be on a given time. That adds some time pressure. Or to infiltrate the ground crew. Or leverage a contact. Yeah, maybe they should reach out to a wizard, a tinkerer, something else. Or accidental asking. Actually, I think let's let the players figure out how to get there. We have some ideas as a fallback. We can take the stowaway approach. Next, I think it's important to tell the AI what is my fallback so that it remembers that when I want to summarize it in the end. So next I want to outline how the flying bakery changes in the air. Like if you maybe have seen upwards here, it says that the platforms are constantly shifting and rearranging itself mid-air. I think that's a really nice twist to the bakery. So let's explore that a bit more. Rearrange mid-air. Is there a pattern? How often? And what could be a complication for the characters? Okay, I think it somehow forgot about the large butterflies, but we can still include them. Yeah, actually I like the idea of gnome ingenuity and incompetence. Yeah, actually unexpected malfunction sounds interesting. So let's say the rearrangement is caused by unexpected malfunctions. And I think now we have already some great ideas. So we talked about how players could reach that, why they should go to this bakery. We have some complications through the rearrangement of the different platforms. And one thing that we didn't have is the pastry-loving guards. Can you tell me more about pastry-loving guards? Just by reading the title, I like the animated gingerbread gardens. Let's go with the gingerbread gardens. Animated gingerbread gardens. And I think I don't need to go much more into detail. So to close this, can you summarize this adventure in 150 words to me? I think now we should get something which is already pretty nice. So what did we get? The halfling baker Pipkin's Sweetfoot frantically approached the party. His legendary laughing moon pies, imbued with giggleberries and subtle magic, have been stolen by his pitty gnome rival, Fizwick Bumble. Fizwick operates a bizarre airborne bakery that constantly rearranged itself due to unexpected mechanical malfunctions. To recover the pies and the secret recipe, the players must find a way to board with whimsical skydogs, perhaps by stowing away during a resupply run. Inside, they'll navigate shifting platforms and encounter Fizwick's peculiar security, animated gingerbread gardens motivated by sugary rewards. The adventure culminates in a confrontation with Fizwick, potentially involving a chaotic chase through the rearranging bakery and a surprising opportunity to commandeer one of his giant butterfly-powered delivery vans for a daring escape or final maneuver. And that is where I will end this video today. Maybe in a follow-up video I go more into detail, flesh out a few of the NPCs, maybe some of the scenes in more detail, and maybe even some characters. And with that, I will end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.